Let me discuss about 20ME601 metrology and measurements. So today we are going to discuss about the metrology and measurement subject. For the first unit is basics of metrology. Uh, for this unit, we are going to discuss introduction to metrology, needs for measurement and needs for elements and errors and types of errors and types of standards. So these are all the topics we are going to discuss for this unit. So first we know about the measurements. Measurement is a process of comparing input with predefined standard and giving the output. Metrology is the science of measurement. The metrology is concerned with industrial inspection and its various techniques. For every kind of quantity, the measured there must be a unit to be measured it. So next, the measurement is going to the four steps we have to for measuring the quantity. The first one is measurement, and second one comparison process, and then we give the final result. So first we know about measurement. Measurement is physical quantity such as length, weight, and angle to be measured. And standard means the physical quantity or property to which quantity comparisons are to be made, which is internationally accepted. And next we go for the need for measurement. The first need is to convert physical parameter into meaningful numbers. So second one, to determine the true dimension of a part, and third one, to increase our knowledge and understanding of the world, and fourth one, needed for ensuring public health and human safety, and fifth one, to test if the elements that constitute the system function as per the design. So next one is for evaluating the performance of a system and to ensure the interchangeability with a view to promoting mass production, to establish the validity of design and finding new data and the new designs. So these are all the need for measurements. Next we go for the types of metrology. So there are three types for the metrology. The first type is industrial metrology, and second one scientific metrology, and third one legal metrology. Now we going to brief about the industrial metrology. Industrial metrology is metrology purpose is to ensure that instruments used in a wide variety of industries are functioning properly. And second one, scientific metrology. This form of metrology deals with the organization and development of measurement standards and with their maintenance. And third one, legal metrology, concerned with the measurements that influence economic interactions. Legal metrology is a very refined type of metrology. So next we go for the generalized components of measurement system. So generalized components of measurement system, we have the following components. The first one is primary sensing element, second one is variable conversion element, and third one is variable manipulation element, and fourth one is data processing element, and fifth one is data transmission system, and sixth one is data presentation element. So next we go for the flow chart of the generalized measuring system. So for this flow chart we are going to describe the flow of the how to measure the physical quantity of the measurements. The first, the physical quantity to be measured as a input signal. This input signal is transferred to the primary sensing element. This primary sensing element is to pass the signal for the variable conversion element. So this variable conversion element is manipulate the input signal and the data transmission. So this manipulated signal is transmitted to the data transmission element, and finally the data presentation element, it will receive the signals and represent the digital value or numerical value of the measured quantity, and these digital values the observer will observe and note it down the measured quantity of the measurement. These are all the function of generalized measurement system. So next we go for the components of generalized measurement system. The first one is primary sensing element. The primary sensing element receives the signals of the physical quantity to be measured as input. It converts the signal to a suitable form of, that means the suitable form means electrical or mechanical or other form, so that it becomes easier for the elements of measurement system to either convert or manipulate it. So next one, variable conversion element. The variable conversion elements converts the output of the primary sensing element to a more suitable form. It is used only if necessary. Next one, the variable manipulation element. The variable manipulation elements manipulates and amplifies the output of the variable conversion element. It also removes noise in the signal. So next, fourth one, data processing element. The data processing, the data signal received from the variable manipulation element and produce the suitable output. Next one, data transmission system. The data transmission system is simply used for transmitting data from the one element to another element. It acts as a communication link between the different elements of the measuring system. Next one, the data presentation element. It is used to present the measured physical quantity in a human readable form to the observer. That means LED displays are most commonly used as data presentation element in the many measurement systems. So these are all the flow diagram of, it's one of the example of the generalized measurement system. For this diagram, it will explain the how the temperature to be measured for the water. So in this measurement system, the physical quantity is the water, and the temperature bulb will be dipped in the water. So this type of temperature bulb, it will be sends the and also the data transmission into the conversion element to the transmission, and finally manipulation, and finally presented by the pointer. So this is one of the example of generalized measurement system. Next we go for the standards. So in metrology, the science of measurement, a standard is an object or system that bears a defined relationship to a unit of measurement of physical quantity. Depending on the function and application, standards measurements are classified as follows: international standards, primary standards, and secondary standards, and working standards. The first one is international standards. It's defined by international agreement, the periodically evaluated and checked by the absolute measurements in terms of fundamental units of physics. And primary standards, The main function is the calibration and verification of secondary standards. These are maintained at the national standards laboratories in different countries. For India, it is the National Physical Laboratory at New Delhi. The primary standards are not available for the use outside the national laboratory. These primary standards are absolute standards for of high accuracy that can be used as ultimate reference standards to check, calibrate, and certify the secondary standards. And third one, secondary standards, the basic reference standards used by the measurement and calibration laboratories in industries. These standards are maintained by the particular industry to which they belonging. The each industry has its own secondary standard and working standards. The main tool of measuring laboratory used to check and calibrate industry laboratory instrument for accuracy and performance. So these four standards are the international standards for in metrology.